Friends, thank you so much for joining us here. I welcome you on behalf of Inform Markets in India and of course ACREX, our esteemed partners for ACREX. This is the 22nd edition of ACREX, which is the largest show for the HVAC and our industry. This is taking place after a gap of 3 years. And first of all, let me introduce the panelists who have joined me here. Sitting next to me is our National President of ACREX, Shri Anish Chandrasekhar ji. Next to him is Mr. Madhur Sehgal, who is Head of Climate Solution Sales, India region for Danfoss. Next to him is Mr. Akbar Barmal, Chairman, ACREX Ishre. Next to him we have Mr. Sanjay Goel, who is Director and Senior Vice President at Viken. And next to him we have Amitabh Sood, Immediate Past President, Ishre Chair, ACREX National Steering Committee. So just to talk about ACREX, as I said, this is the largest show in South Asia in HVAC and our industry. It is coming back after a gap of 3 years. The last one happened in 2020, and this is the largest ever ACREX show that is happening, coming back about spread out 36,000 square meters of area with over 450 exhibitors from across the industry. We are expecting about 35,000 attendees to come from 40 plus countries to come over these 3 days. We had a grand inauguration today morning. Having said that, about the industry, this is one of the fastest growing HVAC industries in the world. We are growing as a sector at around 15% CAGR. This is supposed to be a $30 billion industry by year 2030. If I compare to the global growth rate, I think India is one of the fastest growing sectors, and there's lots happening. There are a lot of, and the entire theme of this event is movement towards the net zero emissions. So without taking much ado, I'll pass on the mic to each of the expert panelists who have joined here for this media briefing. I'll request them to speak something about ACREX, about the ISHRE, the organizers of ACREX, also how the HVAC industry is trending. And once each one of them speaks, I'll open the floor for any questions from the media. Thank you, sir. Over to you, Chandrasekhar.
Very good morning to you, gentlemen and ladies. It's so nice to see all of you present in front of us here, and this is the way that we can spread whatever we have in store to offer. If you look at it, yes, as Yogesh said, that you can see that the exhibition has come back to life after a gap of 3 years. ACREX India has come back to life after a gap of 3 years. The biggest concern, especially when we look at from the point of view of the heating, ventilation and air conditioning refrigeration industry, if you look at it today, is the climate change which is taking place, the global warming phenomena that is happening, and how as HVAC and our industry we can be influencers in this and making sure the climate change or the global warming, or if not to go back to the levels what we were 50 years back or something like that, at least can we be at the same level? Can we make sure that we don't go into an era of a non-sustainability? So sustainability and making sure our buildings are healthy buildings is one of the most important factors for our industry. Our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, his commitment to the COP summit that India will become net zero emission by 2070 is definitely a point that we will all ensure that it happens. Carbon emissions from buildings account to 39% of the value. And out of that, HVAC and R accounts to 50% of those emissions. And if we involve ourselves into energy conservation, go into systems which are thermal storage systems, go into systems which are where we can have district cooling systems and go to new innovations, and these can bring about the change what we are talking about, and why 2070 probably we can be influencers to even advance the day. That is the level to which we can do it. And that is exactly what as ISHRE, which is the Indian Society of Heating, Refrigerating and Air Conditioning Engineers, is attempting, because we can bring up exhibitions like this. We have members, over 20,000 people all over India. In 50 Indian cities, we have our branches. We have today spread to international locations. 3 international locations we have spread: Bangladesh, United Arab Emirates, and Qatar, where we have the chapters formed. So these 53 chapters together and these 20,000 plus professionals who are members of our society, they together can spread this message of energy conservation, bringing in automation, bringing in monitoring, the pollution control, what we can, where we can ensure a healthy and sustainable building. All of that can be done by ISHRE, by spreading the message, giving the knowledge to the people. And that's what we are attempting. And one such attempt is what you are seeing today as an exhibition here. Over 3 days, you can witness practically the new products which are there. These products, mind you, are coming to you after a gap of 3 years. There is a gap of 3 years, which means you can see that how much of new things will be there, how much of innovations will be there, how much of advancement are there in the technology. And that's what you can see right here in this exhibition. And this will be a great display of all that what we can do. And not only we are stopping at the exhibitions, we are proceeding further in terms of seminars and workshops, where again knowledge sharing there, international speakers, Indian speakers, giving weightage to what as Make in India is all our goal, our aim, and that's showcased today very well here. And I am sure we together with the industry, help together with the volunteers what we have, with the members what we have, and with the spread what we have over 50 cities in India, we can take forward the mission of the country, that is net zero emission by 2070. And that's what is the theme of this show also, engineering towards net zero. So we will take it towards that. Our society has a theme this year, entire year we have worked on a theme called Prithvi Paryavaran Parivartan, which is the earth, environment and transformation. If we take care of the earth, if we take care of the environment, we will have a wonderful transformation, and that transformation will lead us to 2070. I am sure everybody will enjoy this show and witness a great show today and tomorrow and the day after.
Thank you. Thanks, Dr. Chandra. First of all, I think we're really excited to be here after a gap of 3 years. We at Danfoss, we always focus on the energy efficient products, and that's the mantra which we follow. As Dr. Chandra just said, that this show is all about energy efficiency. Today, if we look at the need of cooling, it is becoming a necessity. When it comes to air conditioning and refrigeration, I think we need it almost everywhere. And when it, so ultimately the idea is to really bring more and more innovation into the product portfolio. And that's what we are doing, and that's what we are sharing to the world today. And this exhibition is all about sharing all the new products what we have with respect to the air conditioning compressors, with respect to the drives, which can modulate the speed of any appliance today what we have around us. And that's what is all about managing the energy efficiency of any equipment today. If you look at Danfoss, we come from Denmark. Our headquarters is there, and we normally walk the talk. Our headquarters in Denmark is already a net zero building, and that was done by 31st of December 2022 itself. And what we also have already envisaged is that all our production plants, they will be net zero by 2030. So that's the goal what we have already taken from a global perspective. So what we are telling the world, we are also incorporating it within our facilities as well, and we are really changing the world completely. So I think really excited to be here. I'm sure a lot of visitors will be there, and it will be a great exhibition because it is happening after 3 years. So we will have a lot of visitors, and a lot of discussions are going to happen on the new products. Just to tell you, one more addition is we've just taken over BOC, and that's a very good addition for us. We are entering into a new era where CO2 refrigerant is becoming a reality. It is very much available in the European markets, and now it is becoming a reality for India as well. So that's a new era which is coming up in the refrigeration market as well. So I think I welcome all of you and to visit our stall and visit all the exhibitors today, and I am sure it will be a great experience for all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let me also introduce Mr. Chirag Baijal, who is Managing Director of Carrier, who's joined on this media briefing panel. So we're just going across introducing each one of them and just talking about ISHRE, about ACREX, about the industry. Something you will want to say?
So good morning and thank you. Congratulations to ISHRE first of all on conducting this after 3 years. I just learned that it's a large force of 2,500 volunteers who are coming together, a lot with a common purpose of making sure that this knowledge in this society and the community gets distributed. And I can only tell you that I'm very proud, because if we have to become an industry which is worth creating a difference in the lives of people, ISHRE is really at the forefront of doing this. So my compliments to ISHRE on that. From a perspective of why, I think from the media, if you're all here, you have a role to play as well. And I'll share why this is important and you are a part of that growth for India. If as a country, we have a certain climate that's not going to change. As a country, we have a certain growth that is coming our way. And if we have to really believe in the Amrit Kal for the next 25 years, our industry, this industry of HVACR, will have a huge role to play, and the reasons are very clear. When we grow as a country, we will have a rise in the disposable income that people will have, number one. We will have new buildings that will come up, number two. When we build new buildings, if we have to learn from what has happened in the other parts of the world, we have to build them sustainably, which means that if we take action now, which is better use of technology, and some of my colleagues have already spoken about this, either it's refrigerant or it's making sure it's more energy efficient or it's better indoor environment quality, and that's why we lead to the concept of net zero, otherwise we don't. And in doing all of this, it's important that we realize the play we have as an industry together. So in that sense, let me also share with you from an organization which is one of our small ways in which we're doing this. We have also committed as a company, and we are measuring this of how we reduce the carbon emissions. Buildings will contribute 40% of overall energy efficiency, energy guzzling or energy consumption in the world, of which HVAC is a larger percentage, as much as 40%. And hence our role becomes increasingly important in that sense. So I'm looking forward to this for showcase of new technology. I am looking forward to it for suppliers and engineering partners and manufacturers coming together to create a concept that we walk in India in the next about 7 to 15 years much faster on sustainable development. Just one last thing, since all of you are present here, remember that when we all grow in our different life stages, India is also signatory to what is called the Sustainable Development Goals. So health and well-being for all citizens of India is what India has signed up for. And without this industry, that goal India will not be able to sign up. So just remember that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Burman.
Good morning, everybody. Today you have come here to witness ACREX India 2023. The theme of ACREX 2023 is Engineering Towards Net Zero. The reason why we have kept this theme is to make people aware that we should have comfort, but not at the cost of harming the Mother Nature and the climate. Today, climate change is creating havoc, floods, heavy rains, heavy snowfall, extreme heat, etc. People should know that they should have comforts, but also keep in mind that we should not be using the energy more than what is required, and therefore this exhibition will play a very important role of making people aware to use minimum energy, to use the best latest technology, and enjoy the comfort of air conditioning. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bamul. Mr. Goel, please. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Sanjay Goel from Daikin. First of all, congratulations to everyone present here that we are able to meet after 3 years physically for this great event called ACREX. And I must say thank you to all the organizers of ISHRE for making it happen. So as some of my friends here, this becomes a lot of importance. See, the air conditioning industry, whatever it is today, is going to become 3 times bigger by 2050. So 300% growth it's going to come. So it becomes a very, very important topic for all of us to look at such events as what we can do for the society when growth is going to be so high. So as said, it's definitely air conditioning as a solution is going to impact society by way of environment. So we all have a responsibility to see how we can protect the environment by way of bringing out more energy efficient products which use better refrigerants with lower global warming potential, how we can reduce global greenhouse gases impact on the environment. So I think this kind of events are aiming towards all such thoughts, because it's a great platform for gathering of manufacturers, the consultants, the users, the thought leaders. All of them here on such platforms work together towards common society aims. And as I come from Daikin, I'm confirming that Daikin is fully committed towards such aims for air conditioning as an industry for society, so that we minimize the impact while we're using more and more air conditioning system. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Sood.
Yeah, thank you, and good morning to everyone. We've all heard about what we I want to talk about ACREX, what we aim to through ACREX. See, we call it, it's the Kumbh Mela of the HVACR industry. You know, the think tank of the industry, the stalwarts, the industry leaders, the captains, they come together, they meet over here, and a lot of strategies flow out from here. We have particularly this year focused on something which is new from our side. You know that always traditionally India has been, the largest or the biggest marketplace for everybody. But it was a big marketplace for international manufacturers to come and sell. We want to maintain that certainly, because we would like to have that cap in the feather on your cap. But we are also trying to convert the vision that our Prime Minister have, make in India. And through this show, we're going to encourage Indian manufacturers to come and display their products and slowly convert India also as a hub of manufacturing, which outlook is already there, which we are also driving. The industry is also driving. Government is also serious about it. And therefore, these are the places from where it will launch. So apart from that, yes, ISHRE's endeavor has been always kind of disseminate knowledge on the areas of sustainability and conservation, because traditionally air conditioners have been seen as energy guzzlers. We are trying to now bring out products, systems through automation, through better equipment, efficiency, energy conservers. We are trying to convert ourselves to energy conservers. So this is the place where you can see all that, all the innovations that are there. We have made an innovation pavilion, encouraging young entrepreneurs to manufacturers to kind of showcase the innovation they kind of bring forward, and also kind of to take it to larger platforms. So that's how technologies, that's how the concepts